Do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart? Hey, y'all, come on in. You're here on a great day.
We have our second one today from the Noble Otter card series.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres on YouTube, why? Come on in the live chat. Meet the Whiff Pack. Cool group of friends hanging out from all over the world. They'd love if you were hanging out there too.
They would. And for our mention today, Marcus would like to talk about our new Alice in Wonderland.
Y'all, the other thing we collect besides shaving soaps are movies on 4K disc. This started during the COVID lockdown when we couldn't go out to movie theaters anymore. And we know they're a little bit on the expensive side. We wait for sales and things like this. But this one we could not resist. To restore Alice in Wonderland, the scientists at Sony helped out Disney by going back to the original camera negative and rephotographing the film frame by frame. And what you're seeing here is a comparison to the Alice in Wonderland we had before and the new updated version. We are so excited to watch this one tonight. If you are a physical media enthusiast and collector, let us know in the comments. And what is our soap today?
We've decided to go with Ace as our second one from the Noble Otter card series. Let's meet it.
All right, y'all, from the sales page at nobleotter.com.
Discover Ace, a bold and distinctly masculine fragrance that commands attention. This shave soap begins with the unique allure of Akigala wood and the earthy undertones of arnica, gradually giving way to the rich nuttiness of hazelnut. The heart of the scent reveals a robust blend of birch and musk, expertly intertwined with the timeless notes of tobacco and vetiver. Ace is a celebration of strength and masculinity, epitomized by its powerful leather and tobacco base. It's the perfect choice for those who carry an air of confidence and a penchant for the classic.
But that's not all. Our card series features a fully custom deck of cards with unique artwork for each face card that tells the royal family's story. This is the perfect addition to your shaving routine and will transport you to another world with every shave. You can add them to your cart.
At Noble Otter, we take pride in providing our customers with the highest quality grooming products, and the card series is no exception.
Well, y'all, I spent 10 years as a close-up magician at California Magic Nightclub, so these are right up my alley, and there might even be a magic trick or two in our episode today. Come along with us when we take this out of the box. All right, y'all. So as we were collecting these, a couple of them were out of stock at nobleotter.com. They have since come back in stock, but we got these at the Shave Supply, and we've got a note from Gareth. Thanks, Marcus. Congrats to you and Sarah, too. I wish you all the best. I'm assuming this is for our wedding. That's how long these have been on the piano. From Gareth.
And we've got a sticker.
Yo, we love stickers for our shave cabinets, and look at these labels poking through.
Okay.
Now, you did not see this one from Black Mountain Shaving. It is coming soon.
Let's see what cards are hiding in
here a little bit deeper.
Oh, there
We've got Ace. Y'all, tell me if there are more luxurious and beautiful labels created in the wet shaving world. I don't know if we've seen them. I would collect these just for the labels. You haven't seen these yet, but look at Jack. Are you kidding? I bet that's a green scent. All right, y'all. Well, we are starting today with Ace, and it is the queen of all aces, the Ace of Spades, which is the highest value ace for some reason. All right, y'all. Come along with us. It's time to get lucky with this first impression. All right, y'all. So a quick look at the sales page would suggest this is going to be deeply woody and masculine, and I'm excited to see where we're going to go today after covering Queen, that beautiful spicy masculine floral that we did last. Here we go, taking this in, and here is the beautiful smooth pour of the Noble Otter soap and the shaking clan for me. Here we go. Oh, y'all, this is beautiful. I would say this goes more herby than woody, 100%. And in almost a fougere lane, but it's too spicy. Oh, this is a deeply sophisticated scent. And it starts for me with an edge of woods, but not the kind that you find on a camping trip. More like the kind in finely crafted furniture that has been around for a couple of generations, but still gives off that super masculine potent woody smell. That's the beginning of this. And then that's only about 20% of this. The heart of it are these beautiful herbs that I'm sensing. Green and brown with just a little sharp, subtle edge of like a rose stem kind of thing going on to offset the sweetness a little bit. It does not go very sweet at all. Just the perfect amount to have on a gentleman's shoulder. Almost astringent in a barbershop-y way as it reaches its highs and then lets you descend back down into the woods. Now, Sarah did a little bit of reconnaissance on the scent notes, and one of them is a special patchouli created by one of the big five that's had all of the earthiness, all of the soilness, all of the pokiness of the patchouli taken out, and the subtle woodiness of it turned up to 11. That is for sure what I'm sensing in the base of this. I would never have recognized it as patchouli because it has a little bit of a soapy hit to it. But now I can see what it's doing. If the woods were much sweeter, they'd go into a more mahogany lane of things, but they're not. They are dry and dark and beautiful. So you know how with the patchouli, they took the grassiness, the soiliness out of it and left the woody part? The same thing's being done with the herbs, except for me, it's almost like they took the mossiness out of moss and left the herby, sweet heart of it alone. That's as sweet as this gets. And then a rose stemmy kind of hit, a greeny hit to let you know you're still dealing with something very natural here. And then the musks take off and give it this beautiful light musky finish. And if there are little bursts of wildflowers, it's almost like a mustard flower. Kind of a scent to it. If you drive along California highways, you see a lot of that and a lot of California poppies bursting out with yellows and browns. That's the only floral scents in here. It's not a sweet floral, but it's adding a sort of a creaminess to this that's not sandalwood. I think it has to do with those light, delicate floral senses that do not go sweet. There's a peppery effervescence to this that's normally done with a cedar, but nay, it's not cedar here. Oh, I think I remember seeing birch.
Oh, maybe.
That's the peppery wood I'm sensing in this. Oh, and it took this long for my nose to catch the tobacco.
Right.
So hold on, look at my face. This is not a tobacco soap. You've really got to look for it. It's almost like somebody behind the camera is smoking a pipe way in the background. But it does add that sweetness of cherry tobacco. And then under that is a little bit of a dry vetiver hit, as if the guy with the pipe is standing in some dried herbs and dried grasses. And the more I smell it, the more that green of a rose stem, almost a pokey, jumps out to pull against everything that's happening in here. But that's the tug of war you want in a lovely fragrance.
So from the sounds of it, we don't have anything like this in our den.
No.
Okay.
No. This is at least 3 standard deviations from the mean, y'all. And you know what's funny? When I asked my brain, could this be feminine at all? It flashed back to some of those commercials in the 80s where like Raquel Welch would wear a man's hat and a white button-down shirt with a tie. That's what this smells like. You do get a little bit of a could-be feminine side to this. I mean, you have to look for it. It's deeply masculine. I'm talking 20%, but it's not completely masculine. Batters Up is completely masculine. 100%. Y'all, this just takes me outdoors on a beautiful California morning. This smells like a hike around Point Isabel when all the grasses are high and dry.
Okay.
Wow. And you know, I'm going to make a little proclamation here. You can see the ocean from here.
Okay.
There's a tiny bit of something blue, which I'm sure we can discuss.
Okay.
In the depths of this for me. That's how it's doing its sweet somehow. And y'all, in the hands of a lesser perfumer, I could tell that these scent notes might not exactly go click, 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 but there is something about the balance in this that they go together like a zipper. And again, that is the mark of a fabulous perfumer. But it means there's going to be edges to those scent notes that are going to be busting out from here and there for your nose to jump on and discover and then dive back into the blend. It's going to be a different sort of scent every time you use it, maybe depending on your mood. And you know, the more I smell it, you know what note is kind of jumping out as my nose is becoming a little blind to everything else happening in here? This entire second act of like a powder, of like a barber powder kind of jumping out of the top of this somehow. And if you've ever seen an actual list of scent notes from Johnson & Johnson baby powder, you'd probably be shocked. It's not what you think it is. You know that green rose stem edge that Queen of Hearts has? from
Right.
Sterling Soap
Okay.
Company.
Yes.
That is in here. And this is one of only 3 or 4 soaps in our entire collection that are able to do that. That's awesome. Yeah, powdery and minty after you've been smelling this for a little bit, just in the echoes, just in the breeze that washes over you on this hike. Funny that something so indicative of a card room would take me to such outdoor places, but it really does. All right, take it in. I'm excited to see what you think of this.
I love seeing that like castle thing inside the spade there.
Hold on. Oh, that is
Like
beautiful.
just even more artwork within the artwork.
This is like those old cigar labels, y'all, from the 50s and 60s. They're so intricate and beautiful. All right, take it in, see what you find.
You got it tight. Okay, here we go.
Are we painting the roses red? Do you find the rose stem in there? I am curious.
I'm not getting any rose. Maybe.
No, not rose.
Maybe something green approaching a stem, but not the first thing I get. Hold on.
What do you get?
I actually like that this is hard for me to pull anything out that I know, because the first 2 scent notes we read are not ones we have in many things that we have. Like Akigala wood and then arnica. Like those are 2 things that we do not, I don't think, have. Okay, I think the arnica is slightly familiar, but it's herby enough that it almost approaches a woody thing. Like as soon as my brain thinks it has something, it's gone.
Right.
Like, I think I had, like, arnica gel or something as, like, a healing thing in college, and I feel like it's kind of vaguely familiar. Not like Tiger Balm or anything like that, but a gentle herb that you barely can even notice. Like, it almost turns into, like, a musk or a wood. Like, it just immediately transforms. Right. Putting that next to, I hope I'm saying this right, the Akigala wood, I get that it's not patchouli, because my brain doesn't get patchouli in this whole thing at all.
But derived from it.
But I could see how it's something in that similar lane, but turned up under the microscope in a way that you want to find the best qualities of it. It's not that it's sweeter. It's not that it's not as loud. It just, different characters are coming out within the patchouli kind of zone.
Right.
Not quite green, but definitely clean and almost approaching like a drier wood kind of thing, I think, for me. Maybe approaching almost like a really super clean driftwood, maybe?
Right.
Like it's something that's been used. It's not brand new. There's something that's trying to be sweet, but it can't. Like there's a cap on it somehow. And I don't know what of the scent notes that is. It's almost like a honey butterscotchy color in my mind. Like almost this color is what I'm getting. But it can't decide if it should go pretty, creamy, or woodsy. Like it's kind of riding in the middle. I don't even want to say it's like completely honeyed, but it's like something in a super raw texture.
So that's why I say this is rare, because this would smell different to me, I think, every time I shaved with it.
But there's something that's like a bright honey goldeny thing, and then it turns in, like as soon as my nose finds it, it runs away. Like I am in like Alice in Wonderland chasing after the Mad Hatter or somebody. Like it can't nail it down. I just feel like I'm in a whole different country. Like I've never been to this place before. I'm enjoying it, but I have nothing to nail down here, y'all. It's a fun new adventure kind of a thing.
Welcome to Wonderland.
There's something that's kind of approaching, I think it's almost the tobacco kind of thing, but I think I got like a birch tar-ish kind of thing without getting that dark. Like it's the super pretty side. It does not go anywhere near batters up, but there's something dark as like a base note that almost is like a birch tar / leather, but like you just snap your fingers and it's gone.
That's funny. I almost said birch tar, except I didn't want to lead y'all astray. It's almost like if the sweet part of birch tar got pulled out alone and was almost gourmandy, that's the birch tar in here. It's not batters up birch tar.
No, but it's almost like I think in Promises or something else from Barrister and Man that has diesel in it, and we're like, that's so beautiful and sweet. You would never say that next to diesel any other way, but somehow that's how the leathery birch tarness, it's like the sweetest, prettiest side, almost like a floral version is what's coming out. It's funny, my brain has not gotten green at all. Like I'm literally getting black and gold. What was that dress thing where it like changes colors?
Right, the
like,
blue dress or
that's
the
what I
gold
feel like's
dress.
happening here.
Yeah. There are some aces that we use in Magic that actually have a queen printed on the back, and you use them to fool people doing the 3-card Monty. I think this is kind of that particular ace, y'all.
It wasn't intentional that we did queen first into ace, but maybe you're onto something. I know the sales page says masculine, but I want to say this is taking me to a place. It's more transportive. I don't want to name it as masculine or feminine. This is just like taking me to the castle on the hill that I've never been to, but I want to hang out at, because it's got these fun mazes and things that you could get lost in, but they have the most fun.
Now, do you get a tiny bit of a blue edge? Can you sense what I said? This might be a tiny bit aquatic in its sweets.
It doesn't quite go aquatic, but I get like a foggy coastline.
Now, is it cherry tobacco? Is it cigarette tobacco, cigar tobacco? What are you looking at? Because I kind of got a sweet, fruity edge to the tobacco for me.
You might be right. There's something sweet at the end here. But it's funny, I don't get that when I smell this side. Then it goes more like the birch tar kind of woodsy side. Like, it really changes wherever my nose is at.
For her, the hemispheres of the soap smell different. All right, y'all, well, come along with us. We're going to build you a Noble Otter lather and take a look at these scent notes. All right, y'all, back to the sales page at nobleotter.com. We start with
Akigala wood.
which was created by one of the big 5 perfuming houses from a patchouli derivative, meant to make the patchouli smell like woods and not patchouli. That's what those big 5 houses do phenomenally. And then the next one you are a bit familiar with.
Arnica, but it's not like a tea tree oil or something like that, but that's where it's kind of saved in my mind as like a similar file, but it's way more herby and way lighter.
Maybe that's where I was getting the sense of a medicinal from this.
It's very subtle. It's still like a sweet herb to me. It doesn't go like pokey.
And this is interesting.
Ah, this is what I needed.
We have this in our coffee. How did this get past me? Hazelnut. Are you getting a little bit of a hazelnut edge to this?
Okay, so that's what I thought was the honeycomb. That's what I thought was gently sweet, but like creamy.
Right.
Now I know.
And after you get past these nuts, we've got birch. That is the white wood I'm sensing in here. Makes it almost a sheepra for me.
How was my brain getting like a birch tar? Maybe it's because it
Well,
says
it's birch.
leather earlier too.
Set that on fire. Make it a little smoky. You got birch tar, right? It's in there.
And then we got musk, which is, I would agree, it's definitely in there. But I think if you were wearing this versus if I was wearing it, it would kind of swap. Like there's something in it that's interchangeable.
And then the 2 more hidden notes for me, tobacco and vetiver. I think they're kind of going hand in hand, but in a much different way. I get a dark tobacco and a very light vetiver. And the tobacco has a tiny bit of a twinge of cherry for me. I don't know if I'm crazy, if I'm just living in the summer of the cherry right now in 2026.
I think you're right, but there's something about the vetiver. If it could almost be like a smoky vetiver from the tobacco, like it's not a normal vetiver, because I really don't get that green, but I get a fresh outdoorsy kind of thing like you were mentioning earlier.
And you know how if you snap a rose stem and it's got that little sharp green pokey edge to it, that is in this for me. And it almost then turns creamy when you start following it down into the rest of the scent.
And somehow that brings me back to the beginning. Like, that's where it keeps moving. Like, all the puzzle pieces don't quite stay in their spot.
Okay, now it's like 60% feminine. I don't know how it's doing this. This is
a
wild.
magic trick, indeed.
Well, certain scent notes become more accustomed to your nose faster than others, and your nose goes blind to them faster, especially over the 15 minutes we've been huffing this. So I think some of the lesser sensible notes are now coming out to my nose, and those are the ones that have the sweeter, creamier edge to them.
I would totally label this as like an original scent. We don't have anything in our den that smells like this. So if I was trying to find something that like I wanted to add new memories to, this might be one of those because it doesn't have much that's stuck with it for me.
This is my Commander Bowl from Captain's Choice. It is solid brass and handmade, a superlative piece of hardware. And this is my Coca-Cola inspired brush from Craig at Opus Brush. Look at the bottom. It looks like the bottle cap. This was a commission in celebration of my 50th birthday. Because of the trademark, he was not even able to charge me for the brush because he can't legally sell it. But don't worry, he soaked me on the knot. All right, y'all, I'm just going to grab some of this soap with our bougie stick from Amazon.com. These are waxing sticks. And press it into the bottom of the bowl. One of our newer Whiff Pack members and a bar soap collector asked us how our collection is holding up in the cabinets. Now, we do store them in the dark at 65 degrees in a 60% humidity environment, so it's pretty much ideal. But y'all, our very earliest shave soaps look exactly how they did the day we bought them, and we still use them all the time. All right, a little water from the Sean and Julie Memorial Bougie Sprayer. And here we go, y'all. I'm just going to start by drawing the soap up onto the bristles. I'm not really going to add much water yet. Noble Otter and Barrister & Man are 2 of my absolute top tier shaving soap lathers, and they are not dissimilar for me. If you know, put it in the comments. And here we go, grabbing the rest of the water, and she's already a little thirsty, I think. Here we go. Oh, the knot, you say? It's a synthetic knot. I think I actually prefer synthetic knots, but there are definitely nights where I like to indulge in my badger knots as well.
I'm getting more of the teak woody kind of thing that you were talking about earlier too now.
See, I'm getting more of the florals.
Oh, jeez.
And our friend Chris, the Lathered Yeti, would remind you that usually the one ingredient missing in building a good lather is an extra couple of minutes to give it that beautiful yogurty consistency and that glossy shine. I used to think lathers could be built in 30 seconds, and while they can, You're cheating yourself a little bit if you don't give this at least the length of your favorite song. And the other cool thing about these metal lather bowls is they hold heat beautifully. Sometimes we like to do a dry bloom of our soap where we'll pack it in the bowl and then let the bowl sit in some hot water, and it warms the soap and the scent fills the bathroom. Woo! It's starting to get that gloss to it. Are you seeing this? I can't even see the ridges at the bottom of the bowl anymore.
Yep. It just makes it look like it's super dense and thick, even though it's got that airiness to it.
And I know we never talk about lather here in Barbershop Duet, but are y'all seeing this?
Holy moly!
Oh, beautiful. And this is something you will only find here in the Barbershop Duet. This is the Royal Flush Whip. We should have done the Royal Flush Whip for the Arco episode we just shot, but that's okay. All right, on 3. 1, 2. It's not Arco. I'll tell you that. Although I liked Arco.
It has this interesting, like, bright thing in the middle that I still can't figure out what it is. Is that like the honey-ish thing?
Well, now I'm getting the honey, but I'm getting it more from this. Something about this let my nose go back and find your honey birch scents in this. It's a mood ring scent. I'll say it again. Remember the weird kid on the field trip in the back of the bus just sitting there staring at his mood ring? The more I whiff it, the more outside it takes me.
But it's still in, like, one of its original lanes. I don't think we have anything that I can compare to even, like, help you find where this is hanging out.
Just the Rose Stem and Queen of Hearts, but that's 5% of this.
Yeah.
And y'all, we love watching our Matthew Lawrence when he does his shaving on his channel, but we don't do shaving here in the Barbershop Duet. So we thought you might just like to see how this lather coats and covers your face when it's being used with a Coca-Cola brush. Look at this. Yo, am I a scrubber or a painter? Yeah.
Both. If you can hear that, Lainey is snoring.
Yeah, that's not thunder outside. That's our Cavalier King Charles Spaniel shirking her responsibilities on the show here. All right, try that on your face. Beautiful. I'm getting totally different waves off of this.
Me too. But I really would use this. I know it's meant to be more masculine, but this is kind of a fun adventure.
All right, y'all, well, come along with us. We're going to go down the rabbit hole and try to save some oysters. All right, y'all, so here's a little trick I used to do at California Magic Nightclub. Did you know the Aces have a nickname? They are sometimes called the Bullet Card, and I'm going to tell you why right now. But first, I need a prop. I'm going to make a little gun out of this deck of cards by pushing these two halves together like that. And then I'm just going to scroll down the cards like this, and Sarah's going to say stop at a random card. Okay, whenever you like.
Stop.
Right there, that one. Okay, remember that card, value and soup, because when I let go of this, gone, lost forever. So I'm just going to turn the top part here, make the little gun out of the cards, and then take the bullet card, the ace of spades, and load it into the barrel of the gun. And on the count of 3, I'm going to fire it. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Isn't he cool?
So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be Harry Blackstone in Philadelphia, finishing a magic show in a very crowded theater. And one of your assistants is going to come whisper something in your ear. He's going to tell you, Harry, the theater next door that shares a wall with this one is on fire, and it's burning down. We have about 10 minutes to get everybody out of this building, or lives are going to be lost. What should we do? Well, not wanting to incite a panic, Harry Blackstone calmly walked out on stage and said, ladies and gentlemen, for my final trick of the evening, I'm going to banish a large African elephant. But of course, this stage will not accommodate such a beast. So if you would calmly file out of the exits and meet me in the street in front of the theater, I will show you one of my greatest tricks, because he saved them all and he got his own.
So head over to nobleotter.com where you'll find this and a bunch of other cool stuff.
Well, I've drawn a winning card for this shave, y'all, with Ace. And the more I get to know it, the more my brain puts it on the same shelf as some of those more rugged Creed colognes, but with even better perfuming. Rugged, grassy, herby to be sure, but the little nuances that pull against the more rugged parts of this are what give it its movement and give it its charm. And in one of the best bases in the wet shaving world, the lather sets up like a dream, thick, creamy, comfortable on my face, great cushion, great feel of that blade, even in the more difficult passes of my shaving adventures. Thank you, Noble Otter. We have 3 cards left to draw. Okay, welcome to Messages.
So for our July giveaway, we wanted to give you a chance to get $25 to Katie's Bubbles.
That's right, y'all. And all you have to do to be eligible for this giveaway is send us an email here to we sent you at thebarbershopduet.com so that we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways. And then check back here on our first August episode to see if you are our lucky winner.
Best of luck.
There is a Wonderlandy sense to this, as there was for Queen. It's not totally direct. It's not bergamot tea like the Mad Tea Party. But y'all, there is a whimsical magic.
Yeah,
to these
otherworldly
concepts.
kind of a thing.
Right, totally.
I just want to put this under a bunch of other people's noses and see what words they use first.
Right.
Because I feel like it keeps changing on us. Like, I wonder if it's going to happen to them too.
I wonder if your dad will get the same masculine edges I do and your mom will find the more feminine
Right.
parts of this.
It is oddly crowd pleasing for how abnormal it is. It's not the normal
Right.
scent notes that
Right.
you'd expect, but like, there's nothing in it that's crazy pokey or bossy.
Oh, it
it's
lands
more intriguing than
beautifully.
anything.
Right. Well, Noble Otter, thank you for having the whimsy and imagination to know how beloved this card series is becoming in our barbershop, and we can't wait to explore the other three.
Yeah, which card do we do next? Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.